Okay. And might want to preemptively charge up the shot.
Eat this.
Now there's a familiar face.
Jack.
Shepard.
That doesn't look good though. That's an Atlas.
Everyone get down. This thing's out of your league. Shepard, keep it off us.
Okay, if you insist. Students' barriers, for what it's worth, as you can see there, they're hiding upstairs, but we do have some friends paying us a bit of a visit. Chief among them, this Atlas right here, right now, but there are other enemies as well, including an assault trooper that I'm wondering if we could even, like, wrap a quick singularity around here to get you. And then, like, if we could somehow just barely get the warp off.
We need to protect them.
That'd be great. Okay, now we might be more willing to focus on the Atlas, except that's not who I was aiming for. Double warp for the win. You are still live. Let's change that. Now it's Atlas time. Okay, so the Atlas is a little tricky, because as we've said before, shields are generally not our greatest strength. But that's what the Acolyte is there for. Ooh, well, the Atlas was ready to shoot us. I did not realize it was ready to shoot us. Is the thing. Don't pop up now, Shepard. Okay, shields are down. That is important, because that means that now going with a warp is much more effective. But we don't really want to be this close to the Atlas right now. Though we can throw to stagger it with a biotic combo, then proceed to try to take cover. So Garrus should be ripping through that armor with his particle rifle at this stage. Now let's once again focus on our combo here. And Liara, I think, is just doing the same of her own accord. There you see the power of the combo when it's on armor. It is much more significant. Okay, Atlas is down. Excuse me. Oh, there's more of them over there. Excuse me? Where did you come from? That's not cool. So we could do the same thing. We can still do a combo when you're shielded. It's not as effective as we we're just sort of saying, but maybe we'll make an exception here for you. Wait, oh, you're right on top of us. That's where you are. Who is left? Somebody right here is going to get overloaded. And now is going to get singularity. If I did not hit this thing directly in front of us. There we go.
Kaylee said she was putting out an SOS. I had no idea the king of the Boy Scouts would show up. Alright, amp check. Prangley, those fields were weak. Cerberus isn't gonna lie down out of pity like that girl you took to prom. Grab juice and an energy bar. We move in 5.
And it's cool to see Jack in this leadership role here.
Damn it.
Thanks, Jack.
How many times did I tell you not to trust Cerberus?
And that's right, Dooley. That is true. The instant applicability of Liara Singularity does make it easier to deploy it without having our opponents dodge out of the way. So that is useful in that sense. At the moment, Liara's Singularity is significantly lower level than ours, is one downside. I mean, we can still do it, of course, but our Singularity is fully leveled, as is our Warp, so we're getting really big combos going when Shepard does it. Liara's Singularity, I think, is only rank 4, so it's just not priming for quite as much damage, but it's still certainly effective, especially when we have the smaller troopers that are just dodging out of the way of all of our stuffs. So that's true. That's a good call. Let's see. So, yeah, you did tell us not to trust Cerberus. That is right, Jack. You kind of hate Cerberus.
You're not telling me anything I haven't told myself, Jack.
Oh, you feel bad? Well, shit. I bet that's a big comfort to all the people Cerberus has killed.
As charming as ever.
Good to see you again, Garrus. It still looks like shit. Okay, right now, all I care about is getting my guys out of here.
Your guys?
Yeah, I guess so.
See, look at that. Jack's growing up right before our eyes. And another case of Mass Effect 3 just giving us some I hesitate to say the word closure, because obviously we're not at the end of the game, but as I was saying before, you know, it's like Mass Effect 3 in its entirety is the end of Mass Effect. Just a very long end.
I can't think of anybody who could care about them more.
Well, I had some free time while you were off playing hero. Alliance Brass knew I helped you. They offered me this. And apparently the students responded well to my teaching style.
The psychotic biotic.
I will destroy you!
I will destroy you!
Rodriguez. You couldn't destroy wet tissue paper.
But enemies everywhere.
Distraction team. The Cerberus cruiser's coming back.
How long have we got?
2 minutes tops, Commander. After that, there's no way we'll get past them.
Get out of here and back to the Normandy. We'll find another way off the station.
Roger that. Good luck, sir.
Shepard to Sanders. The students are safe, but the shuttle's a no-go.
Understood. I might know another way off the station, but I need station-wide camera access. Can you disable the Cerberus security override? It's routed through Orion Hall, so it should be nearby.
I suppose?
How does camera access get us off this station?
That's what I'm wondering.
The Cerberus shuttles. The cruiser won't auto-target friendly ships, which gives us a fighting chance to escape. Get me back the cameras, and I'll find a path to the shuttles that keep Cerberus from boxing you in.
Of course we are. Don't talk like that.
Okay, so that's the plan. The students are up here, for what it's worth. I don't really think we can chat with them. They're just chilling. Oh, okay, we can chat with some of them.
Did you work with Commander Shepard? That's pretty badass.
Yeah. Wonder why she never mentioned it.
Jack, why'd you never mention it, huh? Why'd you never mention it, huh?
God, I think I pulled a muscle in my brain.
Just drink your juice. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
I can't believe you and our teacher work together. With both of you here,
People's names.
maybe we've got a chance.
All of us.
What? We make a file on you.
I can't believe you and our teacher work together.
Oh, okay. That's all you have to say?
Here.
What about...
Maybe we've got a chance.
That's Rodriguez? What about Prangley?
We'll be ready when you need us, Commander.
Nice.
We'll be ready when you need us, Commander.
There's a datapad here, with some monies, so that's cool. There's also an assault rifle precision scope, which, I mean, we are not really assault rifle users ourselves, but sure, we'll take it.
You keep thinking like that.
No, that's just you. Not sure if there was anything else we might have missed. The ammos, we technically kind of sort of needed the tiniest, slightest bit, but, okay. That appears to be everything up here. So that was one encounter, and our toughest one yet on this mission. But as we have seen, Atlases may make appearances here. Cerberus has shown they are willing to commit those types of heavy resources. So, as for where we are headed now, that's a good question. Oh, well, we can chat with Jack. We should definitely do that as well.
Hey, let me know when we've got a new way off this station.
So, how's it going? The new you, leading this squad, a teacher, of all things, for Jack. You know, it seems like she's doing pretty well in her new role.
I have to say, Jack, you look good.
Yeah, well, maybe some of your attitude rubbed off on me. I never had a family. And these guys... Anyone screws with my students, I will tear them apart.
Alright, good to see. The old Jack is still in there as well. So, yeah, what is the deal with this biotic squad you've assembled here?
What's so valuable about these students? Biotically, I mean.
Well, what's scarier than a pissed-off biotic attacker? A whole bunch of them working together. It's like a biotic
Fair point.
artillery strike. Any asshole gets in our way, we rip him to shreds.
Like Pragya? Oh, Shepard, maybe don't lead with that one. I mean, they get worn out. They train for this type of thing.
Doesn't that exhaust them?
Yeah, sure. But we've been working on conditioning, improving endurance. Whenever they complain, I tell them about the collector base, holding that damn biotic bubble up against those bug things.
It's true.
Ugh. I kept thinking, damn, let the Solarian handle this. He can talk him to death.
And so she talked about the collector base, and yet the students were saying how she did not mention that she worked with Commander Shepard. How did she bring up the collector base and not bring up Commander Shepard? That's what I want to know. That takes a whole lot of wordsmithing and whatnot to find a way to exclude us from that story. So what about your students and the war? I mean, we heard that theoretically that's the plan, is to have them contribute toward the war effort.
How are the students handling the war?
How do you think? They're a bunch of teenagers. Until a few months ago, their biggest concern was getting laid.
You don't think they're ready for war?
I don't think they have a choice.
So does that mean you doubt them?
So, all this talk about biotic artillery strikes.
It's great in theory. Maybe they'll get it together once they've seen some action.
But
They'd be better off as support. Put them in the back ranks, helping with barriers and shit. I don't know.
have you told them that?
No. They need me to believe in them. I did pick up a few things listening to your damn speeches.
She's learned. She's learned. See? She's grown right before our eyes. Alright, but that seems like all we can chat with Jack about.
Stay close. We'll get you out of here.
Good.
Okay. So, there's Jack. We need to find a Cerberus laptop, you say? I may have not been paying the closest of attention when we were getting the briefing as to what our next steps are going to be. Is there, say, a laptop up here with the students? Or perhaps there is one downstairs? I do not think I'm seeing one over here. The lay of the land up here. Kind of nice, but that's something. That might be it. Let's head back down. Where'd you go, Cerberus laptop? This? Yeah, kind of looks like something. Yeah, Cerberus camera control? Okay, just... Oh, check the data log first, I suppose. High priority target. Student ID 125D Prangley. We saw someone named Prangley upstairs, did we not? Status capture priority Alpha. Bring back alive at all costs. Vital retrieval subject due to high-level biotic abilities paired with high leadership testing scores. Considered prime candidate for indoctrination and high-level enhancements for subsequent long-term infiltration relocation. That doesn't sound good. That seems like something we want to make sure does not happen, if I had to make my bets. So, any other people you want to tell us about how you're trying to indoctrinate them and whatnot? Oh, well, I mean, we'll take the metagel for the experience, because it's actually a pretty huge chunk, so sure. Out of curiosity, how are we doing on experience? Midway through. Toward this level. So, alright. Let's do it then. We saved after that previous encounter. That quick. Let's do this.
You should have access now.
Got it. The fastest way is through the atrium, but Cerberus has sealed the doors. You'll need to disable the magnetic locks. The overrides should be directly above the door.
Which door are we talking about? Talking about this door? We talking about door by Jack? You know, I would just appreciate if you were perhaps a little more specific about which door you were referring to. Orion Hall, I mean, everyone's talking about this. Orion Hall this, Orion Hall that. Is Orion Hall really all that, though? I heard it's overrated. No, but we're actually looking for the atrium, are we not? Makes me think it might have been here. That still says Orion Hall. Where's the door in question? Where's the door in question? And is it upstairs by the... When you say above the door, were you referring to this door, and by above you actually meant up here where the students are? Unless... Yeah, let's check that. Real quick. give it a look. Check this door. Don't know. I don't see anything. That may or may not have been a datapad. Hey, by the way, they may or may not be trying to indoctrinate you and whatnot, turn you into a Cerberus soldier slave. So, you know, just, like, be on the lookout for that and whatnot. Here we are. Yep, door override.
Got it.
And we leveled up.
Force the door open now. I'll get to the shuttles ahead of you and get a pair ready to fly.
Okay. So we did level. Let's take a quick look. We have 8 points with Shepard, so that's pretty significant. Because that means we do have enough to go all the way up to Combo Mastery here for rank 6 on Biotic Mastery. And that is nice because increased recharge speed of all powers by 40% for 30 seconds, which is a long time, when detonating biotic combos. We're, of course, doing that a whole lot. It took you ages to find the laptop. It was a little hidden there. What's up, Exlo? How's it going? Exactly. Shepard fights the Reapers, fights Cerberus, can't find a way to open the door. Classic. One question I have about this one, though, is the increased power recharge speed. So we already have 200% recharge speed if you're looking at the screen where we're selecting our weapons. So is this sort of affecting that same number, in which case we're already at the cap? Or is this completely independent from that, and so even if we're at 200% already, this will give us truly an incremental 40% reduced recharge, improved recharge speed? Because if it is still working, then obviously this is great. If it is not still working, then obviously it does nothing. What's up, Exlo? You know, so that's a good sign. We've been going long enough that Exlo may or may not have stopped by at the beginning of the stream and is now stopping by toward the end of the stream. So, it's, you know, we've been going for a little while. But, yeah, so does Biotic Mastery actually sound as good as I would like to believe it is, or is this a bit of a trap? I'm not 100% sure about that, to tell you the truth. Maybe we take a quick look elsewhere. I'd love if we got one more level, so we had enough points to upgrade Liara's stasis slightly further, but this is what I was referring to before. Liara's singularity is only rank 4, whereas for Shepard we have rank 6 singularity and 6 for warp, so we've got bigger combos when everything is coming from Shepard. It was like 3 a.m. before, okay. Well, good to have you back, Exlo. Good to see you. Let's see, so is there anything that makes sense for Garrus? Yeah, we could put a point in Concussive Shot. We could put a point, actually 2 points in Proximity Mine. But I would very much prefer to get Overload or... Armor Piercing Ammo next rank is not super significant. Rank 6 would be much better. But I guess mostly Overload. Getting up to 6 for that would be nice. Especially if we're going to face more Cerberus enemies that have shields here. So we might just be looking at waiting for Garrus. Might just be waiting for everyone in that case. Suppose, yeah, I'm not sure what the answer is for Shepard as to whether we actually do benefit from that recharge or not. And the door that we just opened, I assume is the big fancy one beyond Jack. I assume it's this one down here. It is definitely this one down here. We should definitely save before we open this door. My guess is this door is going to be all dramatic and whatnot. Okay, let's do it. When I said dramatic, that's what I meant.
Everyone be ready. We'll go in first and draw their fire.
We'll shadow you from the second level and hit those guys from above.
Oh, Jack.
Gives them some cover, too.
It's true. It's true. All right, take it easy, guys. We'll take the brunt of the hits.
Just time your shots and stay safe.
All right, I didn't bust my ass training you so you could die now. Keep low, pick your targets.
Students of Grissom Academy, the station is sealed. The Alliance soldiers cannot save you. All they can do is get you killed. Surrender peacefully and you won't be harmed.
Just me, or is his voice very silly?
Damn it, they're messaging everyone. Students, switch your Omni tools to privacy mode so they can't track you.
What if they're not lying?
Oh no, the indoctrination starts. We can do this. Alliance are totally the cool good guys who get the job done, and Cerberus are like the weirdo bad guys that everybody hates, especially. Also, they're gonna make your eyes like all blue and Reaper-y, so you definitely don't want that. It's weird.
You've already held your own against Cerberus. You've been trained for this by one of the best.
Come on, Rodriguez. They're only asking nicely because you scared them in that last fight. So take your balls out of your purse and kick some ass.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go.
Okay. Ooh. Got a few Paragon points out of that. So... we have a few options here for what is about to be a very difficult fight. Yeah, like, you know, just do your thing. Oh, you gotta go. And if you do enough damage to an engineer as they are setting up a turret, you can actually explode the turret, which is what we just saw there. So that's cool. Let's also make you go. And Guardians did, I'm afraid, spawn directly on top of us. This is a thing that has happened. Let's try to deal with them. No, not throw. Hold on. Well. They are almost no more. Give me just a second here to finish you off. Rude. Extremely rude. There we go. What? Dude, man. There we go. Okay, now that we've gotten rid of the people who were directly on top of us, let's see what we have in store down here. That looks like a Centurion to me, yep. Did our squad mates follow us up here? Liara did, Garrus did not. Let's get Garrus up here. And Garrus, this might actually be time to switch over to your sniper rifle. For that Guardian, Liara did us a favor and kinda sorta singularity them. Let's take them out. So yeah, Liara's singularity is actually, it is powerful enough to seemingly take these guys out, or at least prime them, and then when combined with our warp is sufficient to deal enough damage to take them out. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's a grenade! That's a grenade. Quite the arm that guy must have. Can activate this generator for what it's worth. Help give us shields. Centurion. Dude man versus Jenkinson. You gotta go. Also, who is this who's... well, I mean, we are kind of in, like, the one place that has quite literally zero cover, so there is that. Also, that engineer I would very much love to prevent from setting up a turret, so Liara, if you could stasis that dude, I'd love that. Let's... I mean, throw would be fastest. Or... I did a little... actually not sure if it hits a little harder. But now you are primed. That's definitely going to kill you. Okay, they are continuing to just drop from the sky here. It is less than ideal. That's also a grenade. I think they did not get all the way up here. They fell down there. One story. Ow. Oh, more Centurions. Let's shock them again. And that's a good time to use the Acolyte. There go our shields. Okay. Liara. They currently are shieldless, I do believe. You could... Ooh. You were supposed to get that guy too. See, the thing is, you were supposed to get that guy too. That guy was not supposed to dodge that. There we go. Okay, Liara, don't attack us. Is another request that I might have of you. That is a turret that we were hearing down there. That's a grenade. Oh, there's like someone directly on top of us? Or directly below, probably directly below us? That might be the shield generator that we're seeing in truth. That's a lot of engineers. That's a lot of engineers. Okay. Alrighty then. So let's do some overloading. Try to blast them all with the Acolyte if we can. Move their shields a bit. This guy is pretty much dead. So, I mean, relatively sufficient. You hear the turrets. That is another of those engineers. In case you can't tell, there is an Atlas over there. It's kind of hanging out in a different area to a certain extent. We could overload you, but that's kind of overkill. Oh, you have a field platform right there, which I would like to get rid of, ideally. That is why that assault trooper threw a grenade at us. Goodbye, Centurion. Away you go into orbit. I mean, technically you are still shielded, so we can't really do much to you, but I would love to try to throw you and just watch you go flying even more. I wish that worked right now. We're gonna do it anyway. Where did that Centurion go? Oh, man! Bye-bye, Centurion! See you later, buddy. Oh, speaking of Centurions, this is a Centurion. Let's do something about him. So now, this is a good time, like you guys were saying. Singularity him, because in theory, if Liara listens to us, that applies instantly, making it easier to pull off this combo. Okay, Engineer. I don't think that the number of enemies here is endless, but certainly a lot of them, which is a little alarming. Does make you wonder when they will stop throwing grenades at us. Like this guy. I mean, just this guy should seriously be professional athletes with what kind of throws they're pulling off here. Those grenades. That turret is still an issue. But now that it is shieldless, we can warp it. And it might have already been primed, apparently, because it went boom. There aren't that many enemies left. There's definitely the Atlas that's chilling over there, but there's... you. Well, I'd like to see, or rather, discharge. And now... I mean, you're stunned, so theoretically we should be able to get our own singularity off. There we go. Okay, now it's looking very light downstairs, dare I say. So it might be time to drop down and see if we can do something to this Atlas, which is now taking interest in us, it seems. Oh, the students have been chipping away at it as well, it looks like. That smoke did perhaps make it a little bit more difficult. Okay, so we are going to prime you. We need to do it with warp, which means we need to detonate you with throw. Not great against shields. Might have been enough to get rid of them, though. I should not have been over there, though. Just take a second. Fortunately, we seem to have gotten rid of most of the other enemies, the likes of which throw grenades. So that should make it that we are not as vulnerable to getting rushed out of cover. I mean, like, this rate. Liara and especially Garrus with your assault rifle. Why don't you move over here and try to take some shots at this guy? We are currently being suppressed. Except, you know, preferably don't get hit by the by the big missile as we are relatively close by. Let's see if we can switch up our spot a little bit here. The idea was, yeah, to get Garrus to try to snipe this dude. Not really sure what the best angle to approach it from is. And this is quite close to it. Hello! Fortunately, it didn't hit us there. So maybe this is actually a half-decent spot. Except not that. Let's come with the Acolyte pre-charge, maybe? Yeah, and focusing on it would have stopped additional troops from respawning. I mean, we made it work, but... yeah, we definitely faced a bunch of troops in the process. Okay, its shields are down. should, if I could actually target it right now, make it a fair bit easier to deal damage to if I didn't get stuck on the wall like this nonstop. Why am I getting stuck all the time? Alright, well now we can do this. Warp with the Liara, which is, yeah, that actually is necessary. Then you throw for the detonation. Technically, ours would be better. Then we throw you again. That, I believe, just finished you off. There is one other enemy behind somewhere that we are hearing, but let's regroup here a bit. It does seem as though we have taken out just about everybody in this primary area, or this first area here. The biotics, giving us some support fire, are continuing to do so, so that's cool, but I don't know, maybe we take a brief look around here, see if we can nab any goodies. I'm not sure if there is much of anything is particularly useful to us around here. Perhaps not. It is a big area, for what it's worth. Yeah, okay. So, I think we just carry on in that case. And, where is this enemy that they are firing at, and how do we get to it, is my next question. Do we swim? Oh. Do we send another Centurion into orbit? I mean, why not? Oh? He didn't go into orbit this time. Okay, I actually got... No, don't do that. I want to get you with the discharge. It does seem like, for whatever reason, our biotic friends upstairs are able to use things like Singularity and actually have it suck people into the Singularity when enemies have shields, which normally would not be possible. So that is... It's impressive. Where? Oh. The spot we were hanging out right next. No? Again, could we just be a little more specific? The directions in which we are trying to go. Reverse shuttle. Can we jump this? We don't appear to be able to jump this. Let's not try to jump that. What about, around this way? No. Again, just the exit routes. Go through this door up here. One that's up on this upper level, like this. No, this is the one I was referring to. Just reactivate this generator real quick, because that's totally gonna help fix all of our problems. Yeah, so it's not that. How do we leave is the thing? Like, do we just hop in the pool? Just take a quick swim? Jump up the other side? I mean, it would be kind of hard to get back up. Oh. I think I found it. I think I may have found it. Can we save? Oh, we cannot save here. I'm saying it'd be really nice if we could save here, because, you know, it does seem as though we did just find a whole bunch of enemigos, but alright, we'll carry on then, I suppose. We have a mission brief. High priority targets. Frankly, we saw before, also Rodriguez, which I think was the other person that we were talking to a little bit. Other subjects are to be retrieved alive if possible. If unavoidable, bring back bodies for use as genetic testing materials. Really, Cerberus? Come on, man. Come on, man. Addendum to original brief. Subject 0 is to be retrieved for further testing and possible conditioning. Current psych profile indicates that holding students hostage likely to be most successful tactic. Oh. Well, that is seemingly exactly what they tried to do. So, okay, let's see if there's anything else over here. There is
We're in the atrium.
I'm taking
a medkit
to the shuttles. I'll meet you there.
for experience. And this looks important. For credits. Okay, that sounds good. So, okay.
Nice one, friendly.
Okay, there's definitely a whole lot more enemies over here. But where specifically is my question you are setting up. a turret. Let's stop that immediately. I don't think we got that singularity off. That is not good. That is very not good.
This ain't dodgeball, Rodriguez. Keep your dip. Barrier's up.
Okay, again with the whole dodgy the singularity things. Did you conveniently just float up there where you could have the biotic explosion trigger on multiple enemies? If so, then I'd very much appreciate that. Did we successfully prevent you from creating a turret? I hope so. I certainly hope so. You're not gonna dodge that, right? He says as the enemy dodges that. They've been very, very dodgy. Okay, you. Surely you will not dodge our singularity. Who is this? I think it's from up here, that combat engineer? That's rude. I would like to finish this guy off, if you don't mind, combat engineer. I would like to finish this guy off, if you don't mind, combat engineer. That door is closed behind us, it seems. Door. Oh no, the door is not closed behind us. I am a liar. There is someone behind us. That is Garrus. Oh, they're flanking us from up here is what's happening. You are still not dead. You are still not dead. That means that a turret is up, by the way, when they say weapon deployed like that. Don't tell me to aim my weapon, game. I am fine as it... No, we just need to be... That's the sound of the turret, which is directly overhead. How do we feel about that? Can it hit us from here? I am not entirely sure. That is a Guardian. Get rid of its shield. And then let's get rid of it. Harris is definitely in the line of fire of that turret. Liara is dead. We can get her back up. I swear if there's a grenade behind me right now. I don't think there's a grenade behind me right now. I think Garrus took out the turret. Garrus definitely took out the turret. Thank you very much, Garrus. Garrus has armor-piercing rounds, which notably can shoot through Guardian shields, so that might be why this Guardian is nearly dead. So I think we might just leave that to Garrus to deal with him. Oh, is Garrus still on his... You were on your sniper rifle? Might be time to switch back to the particle rifle now. No. That engineer. That engineer. There is another turret here somewhere. At least one other turret here somewhere. It is right there. I've found the other turret. I heard a grenade. Don't see the grenade. I would like to destroy this turret. Make it arc around enough to land the hit. Oh, we did. Okay, down it goes. Good. That was dangerous. You totally just chucked a grenade. And I think you whiffed. But I'm not sure I'm willing to say that with confidence. There it goes. Okay. They're now obviously more out in the open, but I think it's just these last few enemies remaining. Ready? Bank shot! Did it work? Did it work? It's still banking. It's still banking. Yeah, I don't really agree. That one we just missed. And maybe don't do this right now. Maybe don't get silly. I mean, excuse me, you are very clearly primed right now. Okay, oh no. Really looked for a second there like it was trying to give us the whole, your camera angle is changing right now because you've completed this encounter. But no, we have not. Or at least, the turret is still there. That did not hit the turret. Bang shot? Question mark? No bang shot necessary. There we go.
Everyone okay up there?
Rodriguez took one in the arm because she didn't watch for barrier.
Commander, I've reached the Cerberus shuttles without being detected. They know what they're doing, though. You need to hurry.
Okay. Now we can save. And after many waves of enemies, I'm pleased to be able to do that. Let's see. Anything hanging out around here that we want to make sure that we nab before we do make our departure? That looks like our way out, which is good to know, because there have at times been moments on this mission where we have questioned, well, is it the way out, though? Is it the way out, though? That's the way out. Okay, so maybe there is something up here. Hold on, then. Hold on just a second. Oh, is that where... That's where we came in from, actually. Did we come in on the upper level? Oh, or it's just a tiny little room here that is of no particular importance. That, I suppose, is also a possibility. We can still hear them. Do we need ammo? We do not. Okay. So, I suppose now we just head out on our way. Didn't use any grenades, on full ammo. Anything we can nab from you doesn't... just the door, right? I think that was just the door. Okay. You have any friends for us?
That's an impressive barrier, Octavia. Our file says you've been working on shield technology.
It's pronounced Octavia. Thank you very much.
Why don't you come out peacefully? Your cousin Joanna is already on the shuttle, Octavia. Don't you want to make sure she's safe? What?
Well, we've got an opportunity here to, well, absolutely annihilate them. So away they go. Don't worry, we're cool. We're cool. Stay back, you say? No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Octavia, you see? We're a friend.
Commander Shepard with the Alliance. I'm here to help.
I didn't buy it from the last guy, and I've got no reason to buy it now.
The square root of 906.01 equals...
30.1.
Hello, Commander Shepard.
David, you know him?
Yes. He rescued me from Cerberus. Sent me here. He made it quiet.
You did a great job keeping yourself safe. The biotic students are up there. Stay close. They'll get you out of here.
Okay. Thanks.
He looks better.
I remember you. Normandy crew.
This is the guy from
Sorry.
Overlord.
It was
Mass
never
Effect 2.
your fault.
So, as you may remember, the Overlord DLC, but that was technically rolled into the base game for Legendary Edition, was the one in which Cerberus had captured him and realized that through some testing, he was able to, and some very, very cruel procedures in which he was basically hooked up to a machine by shoving wires into various parts of his body. Yeah, they found out that he can kind of sort of communicate with Geth, and so they were trying to use him for that purpose. And needless to say, when we had the choice of either allowing Cerberus to continue to do that or saying absolutely not, we made sure that would never happen again. So, how are you doing? Because things did not look so good when we last saw you.
Has Grissom Academy been all right?
Yes. I've been counting
Anything in particular?
the number of days you lengthened my life. The security office. I hacked the lock. Guns. Lots of guns. Goodbye.
So, good to see that he does appear to be doing... I mean, it's hard to say he could be doing worse than when we last saw him. Just about anything would be better than that. But, let's take a quick look behind here. So yeah, as I was saying... Oh, this is where we came from, was it not? Was it? I'm getting disoriented as to which direction we originated from. But as I said, from Overlord, that's where we came in. Okay. And in this security room, we have the Eviscerator, which didn't we pick this up before? Pretty sure we picked that up before. So we now have 2 Eviscerators. Not that that matters, there is no difference. You have one Eviscerator, you have them all. Sniper Rifle Piercing mod, which is definitely a nice thing to have, giving us some additional armor piercing. Could be quite useful for Garrus in particular. Then, is there anything else? Well, I mean, there's some grenades, but we haven't really used any of those thus far. Seems like that may be it in here, unless we can get some data off the computadoras, but I don't think so. So in that case, shuttles are... Oh, no, we did not go in this way, because this is where we're looking to go next. Silly lids. Okay. Once again, well, I was going to say, before we enter any doors, I feel like it's probably best to save. Then the door starts opening automatically. Like, I did not ask for this. I did not ask for this. We can... Oh! Check out some biotic amp schematics, however.
Looks like schematics for amp interfaces. Not as good as what we already have, but still worth a look.
And that is potentially something that could be useful for other people's. Any enemigos? Seeing none. Let us proceed. Terrace Council chest plate. Okay, so more gear. What's the deal here? Oh. Oh. Now that's interesting. Also, what is the deal? That's creepy. That is extremely creepy up there. But, so that looks like an unmanned atlas. I think I mentioned this when we first started encountering atlases, but we've not ever tried to do this. Certainly have not ever actually completed doing this before. But it is possible to shoot out the person who is operating the atlas and then proceed to take their place and operate the atlas in their stead. So, with this atlas currently unattended, it is kind of just calling our name here. I mean, there's this combat engineer over here, but what engineer? What engineer? I don't see an engineer. I don't see an engineer. Did you see an engineer? Let's see. High priority target again. Rodriguez. Capture priority Alpha. Bring back alive at all costs. Vital retrieval subject due to very high aptitude scores. Despite limited biotic ability, considered prime candidate for indoctrination and enhancement under the Phantom Initiative. Oh dear, Cerberus. Oh dear. And if you don't know what the significance of that is, then you may learn soon. You may learn soon. And so here's the thing. Here's the thing. Remember when I said you can theoretically occupy an empty atlas? Oh, yes, you can. So let's see. Just get the hang of things here. It's, you know, works a little bit differently. We'll just briefly crush our teammates while we're at it. But then we can fire some big rockets. That is sort of our slow charge-up attack. This is our faster firing attack. Still not the fastest in the world, but it still hits pretty hard. That's one option. Big rocket. And then we have a melee slam ability. Not sure how much we're going to be using that, but that's the tools we have at our disposal here. And then I assume that yellow bar is our armor, I guess. So what could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Hey, you know, besides getting blocked on our way over here, can we open doors with the Atlas? Is that a thing? Also, this is kind of difficult to maneuver. Oh, well, again, it's because we're trying to walk on top of that. Come on, guys. Can you just, like, clear out some space for the good old Atlas? Really would not have thought it would be this difficult to maneuver the Atlas around just these inanimate objects, but apparently it is. Well, it's open now. Yes, that answers our question about opening the door. What if we just... Oh? Excuse me? The Atlas can jump? The Atlas just jump, or is that me? Here we go. We're good. We're good. Let's see, the thing is, like, we can't... I'm not sure if we can fit. How do we fit? Yeah. Oh, well, that's the way we... Well, I'm a silly Billy. So I was trying to go back this way. It turns out we are trying to go the other way. So we didn't even need to go past those barriers that I was struggling to get past, and now, of course, the second time, we're just totally fine. So we could take the Atlas up here, if we'd like, which I would like, because we have some peoples we'd like to take out right about now. We gotta defend the students. And we can certainly help out using this Atlas here. That's Garrus. No need to shoot at him, although it does help indicate what direction our enemies are coming from. Please do not create turrets. You successfully avoided that missile. I did not appreciate. You also avoided this world's most elusive engineer. Next elusive man, coming right up. Looking at him right now. Okay, so the accuracy may be a little lacking. Why do I hear another Atlas? I think I hear another Atlas. Pretty sure I hear another Atlas. Am I, or is that just us? Oh, also, again, that's Garrus. Someone is shooting us. Let's change that. Did that Guardian just totally shield that off? Because if so, then that is not cool, dude. Come on. Come on, basic trooper. That will definitely do the trick. That's not... Hey, guys. Oh, that didn't really work.
Hostiles up top.
Hostiles up top, you say? Specificity, again, would help. Oh, up here. Area, that is a lot of Centurions. We can also hit that, yes, shield generator for some additional effectiveness. No, that did not really work. There is another one over there. They weren't really hanging out next to all that much, to be honest with you. Come on, Centurion. Something else shooting at us from over here? You are no more. As will be the case with you. We have our way, or not. There we go. That's what we're looking for. That's the kind of damage we want. Okay, that's cool. Remember when I said other Atlas? So there is, in fact, another Atlas. We just destroy it that quickly? Wow. I mean, we hit it a bit, yeah, but I don't know. Garrus must have been helping us out there. Alright, so server shuttles are over there. What if we...
Hurry, Commander. The Normandy has pulled the cruiser out of
I'm trying to get out of this thing. There we go. Alright, we're moving. We're moving. Don't think there's anything else for us to grab here, so let's just be on our way. It's through here, right? Yep. There's the crew.
Kaylee, how's it coming?
Shuttles are unlocked.
Take the controls and get the students aboard.
Wait, where the hell's Rodriguez?
Indoctrinated. That's what they want to do. We won't let them.
She needs covering fire.
She needs more than that.
Whew. Thanks, Jack. Never mind the fact that we're using a Cerberus shuttle. Has to be done.
Joker, we flew out on a Cerberus shuttle. Watch your fire.
Right, I've got you on sensors. Should just be a minute.
Thank you, Commander. We'd have never gotten off that station if you hadn't come.
Forget that. We kicked some ass. Next place we dock, you're all getting inked. My treat.
Jack.
What do you guys want? Ascension Project logo? Glowing fist? Maybe a unicorn for Rodriguez?
Screw you, ma'am.
I can't believe we got them out alive. I was going to suggest that they stick to support roles. But perhaps they're ready after all.
So, this is actually an interesting question being posed to us that does have some ramifications. So, remember that we were talking to Jack previously, and she was saying how, you know, these students, yes, they have potential, but at the end of the day, it is probably best if they were to stay in a support role because they've just never actually had any first-hand experience. They kind of sort of had some here, of course, I suppose. But, you know, after seeing what they did here, is that reason enough to say, yeah, they're ready for battle on the front lines? Or do we say, nah, as Jack was suggesting, maybe best to keep them in a more support role where they can boost up barriers or whatnot? And so there are a few different ways in which your decision here does pan out, so give some thought to it here. I think we'll probably go the support route.
They're definitely ready, but the Alliance needs them in a support role.
What? We trained for artillery strikes.
We don't need another artillery unit. We need stronger barriers for our frontline squads.
This is bullshit!
Hey, if that's where they need us, that's where we go. Besides, I'm sure we'll get some shots in.
Commander, we've got a visual on you now. Preparing to dock. Hey, Jack, now that you're military, you gonna wear a uniform, or are you just getting the officer's bars tattooed on?
Screw you, Flight Lieutenant.
What the hell was that?
Jack promised to watch your language in order to maintain the necessary professionalism we need from our teachers.
What, does she have a swear jar or something? Because I bet if we empty that thing, we can afford another cruiser.
It's probably true.
Cover your ears, kids. Hey, Joker.
Shepard, damned if you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
We've not seen Anderson
see you
much.
too,
He's
sir.
back on Earth. How's he doing?
Sir, I may have reinstated you, but that doesn't give you permission to go all formal on me.
Then I'm glad you managed to keep your ass alive, Anderson.
That's more like it. Looks like you didn't waste any time getting to work. I can only imagine what would have happened to those kids if they'd fallen into Cerberus' hands. Hackett has the technically minded students looking at the Crucible. Apparently, David Archer has already given them some ideas.
They're definitely eager to help.
These students are some of the best humanity has to offer, and we're throwing them into battle. God damn it, I hate this war. Hackett didn't mention in his report.
Kaylee Sanders is safe. She's with the recruits.
Thanks, Shepard. When I heard about the attack, well, I've already lost a lot of friends.
She asked me to tell you to stay alive.
Did she now? Well, thanks, Shepard. That might be the first good news I've heard this week. Anderson out.
Okay, so that is the Grissom Academy mission. We get a good chunk of funding there from that, and we, of course, got some credits along the way as well. As I was saying, the decision that you make for the role of the students has several ways in which that will play out. I might not name them all specifically here just to avoid potential spoilers, but yeah, I definitely will not name them all to avoid spoilers. But let's just say no option is perfect, and so it is to a certain extent a matter of personal preference. Even if you're trying to optimize appropriately, there may be reason to go for justifiable reason to go with one approach and justifiable reason to go with the other one as well. Alright, let's see. If we take a look at our war assets here, you can see that we now have the 103rd Marine Division is updated with biotic students from the Grissom Academy. They've joined as a support unit, and the students focus their biotics into barriers that shield the Marines and help control the flow of the battlefield. I believe these guys were at 100 before, and now adding the biotic students, they're up to 150. So I believe on net we gained 50 from having done that. Then we also got Jack. So she's 25 war assets. Jack, of course, former teammate of ours back in Mass Effect 2, formerly known as Subject Zero, may be the most talented biotic of her time. After helping Shepard destroy the Collectors, she was offered a teaching position at Grissom Academy by the Alliance. Accepting the position for reasons of her own, Jack continued to hone her skills while training her students. Grissom Board of Directors member Kaylee Sanders has vouched for Jack's energetic, if unorthodox, teaching style, impressed with the inroads made with the children under the rogue biotic's care. Then Kaylee Sanders is worth 30. First Lieutenant, and this is... I don't have much knowledge of the military operations, but isn't First Lieutenant... It's not the highest of rankings, right? It's actually kind of like middle of the pack, if not like a little below middle of the pack, right? Thought I did like just below like captain, I think. And the reason I bring that up is because, she's worth 30 points relative to Jack's 25, and Jack is arguably the most powerful biotic in the galaxy, so that's saying something about Kaylee Sanders in that case, but, well, the thing is, she was saying she's known Anderson for something like 20 years, and Anderson is, like, the second highest ranking human Alliance military member, or, I don't know, how does he compare relative to Hackett? I usually think of Hackett as the number one guy, and Anderson is kind of his number two, but basically, Anderson's all the way up there, and if she's been working with Anderson for 20 plus years, then how is she not a higher rank is kind of what I'm getting at here. It just feels like probably would have expected for her to have gone a little bit higher than that, but anyways. So when Cerberus' raid on the Academy was thwarted by Commander Shepard, Sanders joined the Alliance engineers working to recreate the Prothean device found on Mars. Her past work as a systems technician, specifically studying synthetic intelligence, has helped decode some of the complex feedback systems that control the weapon's energy output. And several updates, so maybe she starts with a much lower number than that, and because other things have happened, she got all the way up to 30. Some of Grissom Academy's more technically minded students were saved from Cerberus by Commander Shepard. They've met up with Sanders, contributing their brainpower to some of the problems she's been tackling. So that might be why, is that it's yes, Sanders, but also some of the students kind of got allocated over here as well, including David Archer, who's another refugee from Grissom Academy working on the device. Despite his youth, Archer's theories on interstellar cross-modulation have won him respect with the project's scientists. Again, that is the person that we rescued from the Overlord DLC back in Mass Effect 2, what once was DLC. So now our Alliance number it's starting to get to be somewhat big, kind of, sort of. Then, as I was saying, as we were starting up that mission, it's pretty big by side quest metrics. That was roughly the same length and probably more difficult than Surkash, for what it's worth. And the other thing about that mission, because there are many things about that mission, it is pretty darn important, is that, hold on.
Find every race that sat back while we bled and get some payback.
Yeah, that's a great plan. Follow war with more war.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's definitely not do that. The other thing about that mission is that...
Got new messages, Commander.
Thank you, Specialist Trainer. Kind of like Mass Effect 2, there are some missions in Mass Effect 3 that do have a time-sensitive nature to them. So now that we have finished Surkash, and we have... Oh, that's a codex. I was going to say, we don't have that many new quests, do we? My goodness. But no, we have a bunch of side quests that we've not yet completed, or that we've completed but not yet turned in. generally speaking, without going too far into spoiler territory, let me just say that it is a good time to do a lot of side quests before you do Priority Tuchanka, and that is the next of our main quest missions, so that means we're probably going to be doing a lot of side quests right about now, so just keep that in mind. If you have been holding off on some things, then this could be right around the time you want to make a committed effort to doing some side quests, and, you know, the one we just did may or may not be included in that list. Let's see, and we are at 142,000 credits, which is oh so close to some of the thresholds we were looking for. Can't recall if the top priority weapon we're looking for, if that is 175 credits or 150,000 credits, because, well, we're pretty darn close. And since we do have a few things that I think we're looking to turn in, if we were to turn those in and get some credits in the process, then would that be enough for us to reach that 150,000 threshold? It'd be really, really close. I am not sure. And we, of course, had that option a little while ago to either, what was it, increase or improve our power cooldowns by 5% or reduce the prices at shops by 5%. And if we had reduced the price at shops, might have been just enough. We did not take that approach, but let's save either way.